Hey everybody, welcome to Behind the Music, Neon Deadlights lead singer edition with Allie.
Hello everybody!
Yay, we got Allie for the first inaugural Behind the Scenes
What's happening?
one-on-one interview series
Uh-oh.
with Allie. It's going to be weird because Ben's in here staring at us eating
Raisins.
chocolate-covered raisins.
Craisins. Don't feed the animals.
These are good. Allie, I want to know,
Yes, sir.
because we didn't grow up together.
Right.
We didn't really start hanging out until a couple years ago.
Pretty sure we picked you up off the side of the street.
Doing the sandwich thing. We all know this. Yes. What are your main musical, I'm going to say,
Oh.
what am I looking for?
What, influences?
Yes, main musical influences.
Well, let me just tell you the music that I grew up listening to.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be helpful? And then
Right.
maybe some of my favorites.
Right.
Is that what you want to know?
I do. But you grew up in what, Monticello, Indiana?
Yes.
Monticello, Indiana.
Small town, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I noticed. I grew up in Indianapolis, but I lived in Lafayette for a while. I also lived in South Bend for a while. I've noticed the farther north you get, the further back in time songs kind of go. So when I lived in South Bend, I was listening to Kiss records, old Kiss records, Rush, Led Zeppelin. Whereas in India, I was still listening to Motley Crue and Warrant and things like that at that particular period of time. Lafayette was a little the same way. It wasn't as far back as South Bend. Is that true for Monticello, that you kind of found that old school music because you're really versed in it, even though you are younger?
You know, I actually grew up in Northwest Indiana near Chicago.
Oh.
So I was born in Monticello, but grew up north. And does everyone go through this phase in like middle school where you start listening to the oldies? And by oldies, I mean 50s, not 70s and 80s. But you just are born knowing every song. Have you noticed that? Like, have you ever just noticed that you know every oldies song?
No.
Yes, you have. Right?
No.
So in middle school, I listened to a lot of oldies.
Mm-hmm.
And then when high school started, it was the 90s. But I was obsessed with the 80s. Obsessed with the 80s. So
you can tell. You're very well versed in the 80s. I love 80s music too, but you seem to know more than I do.
Well,
And there is a cat touching my leg.
for
I hope it's a cat.
in lots of areas. Not the cat, the music.
It's Mimi.
I just loved 80s music, especially new wave. I knew a lot of random new wave. There was a Rhino, like 20 disc set that I collected called New Wave Hits of the 80s. And I just played those bastards over and over and over again. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I had some 90s. I went through a little Brit rock phase. You know, I loved Blur and Elastica and
Just
all
not
those.
Oasis, right?
No.
Good.
Don't be silly. I went through a Pearl Jam phase, Tori Amos. I mean, I loved that stuff in the 90s, but I have always been kind of deep rooted in the 80s.
Yeah.
But as I've gotten older, like now that I'm 25, I've
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm 26.
You already said high school was in the 90s. So.
Oh, I guess I gave it away.
Yeah.
I started like going backwards from there and getting into classic rock. And right now I'm slightly obsessed with classic rock.
Classic rock, as in like Led Zeppelin classic rock?
Yeah,
or...
Fleetwood Mac, you know, anything. 70s, late
So the
60s,
song that
70s.
we just played,
Yes.
Blondie,
Yes.
Call Me,
Blondie.
we just decided to add it to the set list.
Yeah.
And we just
Do you guys like Blondie?
sort of kind of ran through it just a little bit.
Yeah.
And you just kind of wanted to test it out and you killed it.
Well, that's aggressive.
No, listen.
No.
Oh, I just put the video in.
I will kill you.
Oh, it's okay. Everybody knows now that you just killed it. You're welcome.
He's infuriating.
Yeah,
He's
sometimes.
like
Like the rest of us, Seth said it in the last video, we're a self self-deprecating band.
We are bad. We're really bad.
I almost said
We all hate
self-deprecating.
ourselves, but we love each other.
None of us have any confidence in our skills.
We have to start practice with 3 warm fuzzies, I think, for everybody to
Yes.
get going.
We all
Because
sit in a circle. We
Right.
are. Everybody loves us.
Tobin, you're good enough. You're smart enough. Doggone it.
I had to break out of that today. I sat down on the drums today and I couldn't do it.
What do you mean?
I was just it wasn't flowing right. And Ben
What are you
said,
talking about?
Ben said, stand up, walk around, go through a portal of some sort. So I had to walk through a door.
Go to the bathroom.
And then he said to me the guitar, said, play this. So I played the guitar for 10 minutes or so, and then I sat down.
And you were fine?
Weird.
Look at that.
Yeah.
This guy's awesome. Here, would you like a kiwi?
Oh yes. I like
It's
it.
very fuzzy.
I put the raisin on it.
But I love music, don't you? I mean,
It's-
I love music. It is so much. It's everything.
The thing about music, sound.
Your show. Whatever you
They
want.
have done. I've watched a lot of Ancient Aliens. Ancient Aliens is a great show. I haven't watched it in a while, but they've found a lot of caves. They, the important people,
Right.
have found caves that deal with sound. So it's a perfect reverberation of complete sound, and I really believe that sound brings out emotion, and certain songs
You sound like a douche right now.
make you feel deeper because the sound resonates with your body.
Okay, I can buy into that. But your delivery needs a little work.
It does.
It
I didn't
kinda
think
sounded
that through.
douchey.
I didn't think that through very well,
Right, folks? It sound douchey.
folks.
Yeah. So let me tell you some of my favorite bands.
Yes, please. Yeah,
The Cure. Love The Cure.
because you went through a goth phase, right?
Well, yeah, kind of.
You have any pictures of that?
But yeah. But I've seen them 5 times, and I just love The Cure. I just love The Cure.
I can never get into them. I don't know why.
Well, you should
Maybe I just
try,
haven't heard the right song.
try
so
harder. I'll play you some songs.
bring me some songs that you think I'll like. Oh, I'll give it a
Elvis
fair shake.
Costello. Elvis Costello is one of the best songwriters of all time, and he's incredibly talented.
Mhm.
And I got his autograph one time, and I just melted. Prince. Prince is maybe one of my all-time favorites. I was in the fan club. I've also seen him 5 times. I got in my first
You've
little...
seen Prince 5 times?
Mhm. I also got in my first little mosh pit fight at a Prince concert.
These are fascinating tidbits.
Somebody tried to get in front of me at in the standing area.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh no, Prince is.
I would
I'm here.
have loved to have seen
I
Prince.
just grabbed her by the bra and the shirt, and I just.
Nice.
You should have seen Prince.
Oh.
Amazing, really amazing.
I've seen things on TV, but it can't. He's
No, so good.
very underrated musician, and I say musician because he played a mean guitar. He was a heck of a guitar player.
Yeah.
Super good guitar
Oh my
player.
God. Vocal
songwriter.
range like nothing you imagine. He plays like 28 instruments. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
he's
incredible.
tons and tons
Prodigy.
of instruments. He also has. There's also like a vault at his house.
Yep.
That
His
has like thousands of songs that are unreleased. It's like a
Wow.
Tupac thing all over again.
It's gonna start being released over time, I bet.
Yeah, but there's a great story. If you haven't listened to Kevin Smith's story about Prince, where Prince kind of asked him to come out and do, you know, Kevin Smith is?
Yeah.
Asked him to come out and do
Is
some.
this the guy from Mallrats?
Yeah,
And-
he wrote the movies. He wanted to do some sort of documentary, so Prince had him out, and he has some super hilarious stories about his time there. Anyway, that was an offshoot. But okay, you said Prince.
Queen.
Oh, yeah. How can you not?
I
think.
mean, Brian May has to be one of the best guitarists of all time, and he's underrated, really.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
He's just as good, if not better, than Clapton, I think.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And I think I have a hierarchy of singers, rock singers.
Ooh, tell me.
Oh, yeah.
Do
And
tell.
I think Freddie Mercury is probably...
Allie.
Allie's number 1.
Yeah, right.
Freddie Mercury, I think, is the number 1 singer that I can think of rock-wise. Just kills it.
He sure
Multiple genres. After that, I'm going to go with Steve Perry, maybe.
Oh.
Maybe. Yeah, he has a new songs out now, but I think back in the 80s he was...
When
then-
the lights go
Go
down
in the city.
in the city.
And Led Zeppelin singer.
Robert Plant.
Robert Plant. Robert Plant from the 70s, I think, up there. That's going to be some of the top 3
Scorpions,
singers.
Whitesnake, White Lion.
David Coverdale. He's in the top 5 easily. He's got...
Tawny Katane on a car is what he's got.
He's got a dreamy voice. 2 Whitesnakes out there touring right now. They're coming to Ruoff. And I may go. Just Whitesnake,
Me too.
Night Ranger.
We're going.
Together.
Yeah, we're going.
Sweet.
But no alcohol in the... It's an inside story. I'll tell you sometime. Some other episode.
Yeah.
And now, you know, this classic rock thing that's been happening the last like 10, 15 years. Fleetwood Mac. I'm obsessed with Stevie Nicks. She's my spirit animal.
Yeah, yeah.
Tom Petty. I love Elton John. I mean,
Elton John is...
I love so much music. I'm kind of ridiculous because a song or a band comes on and I'm like, I love this song.
Mm-hmm.
I love this song. I love this band. I love this band. But I really mean it.
We get caught up in that.
Yeah.
We will, take a break
Posture.
from playing.
On my posture.
And we'll start to try to decide what songs we want to add to the list. And we'll just start going through. And it turns into an hour and a half of listening to 80s music. Going, I love this song. I want to do it. I love this song. I want to do it. And it's like everything. And it's just, we're going through too much stuff. But it's fun to listen to.
It's
fun always
to talk
fun
about.
to listen to.
Yeah. I don't know anything else in life that I obsess over more than music.
Yeah.
What do you obsess over?
Myself. In a bad way, like
Vlogs?
a negative vlog. Well, I mean, I'm enjoying that. It's not an obsession yet. I've only done 40. That's not very
40
many.
already?
Yeah.
I think one a day is aggressive. Like, that's a lot of pressure to put on yourself.
It kind of is. However, it's not that hard. It's like something I need to do for myself mentally, I think, and it's been a good thing. So I appreciate you taking the time to do this. How do you feel about the color black?
What do you want for dinner? What do you want to talk about?
I want to kiwi.
I love the color black. It's the majority of
Mine too.
my closet.
I think I wear black a lot due to anxiety reasons.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
Black hides everything. Like, I feel like black shirts, you don't pay attention to anything else.
Like wearing a color is going to expose you to...
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't understand it, but I'm on a journey to understand it, and I'm on a journey to try to get over it. Journey.
I'm the light.
I'm going to tell you this. Were you with me when I saw Journey last year at Ruoff?
Yes.
What
kind of friend is this?
You
Were you there?
We pre-partied, okay? And anyway, I really like Journey. I don't know if I like Journey now. The lead singer sounds like Steve Perry.
That's the problem.
But
it's not authentic. It's some guy sounding like Steve Perry.
It's kind of karaoke.
He's talented.
Yeah,
but he's just trying to sound like Steve Perry because you
power.
Can't have Journey without Steve Perry.
Right,
so.
and he doesn't have, like, Steve Perry has this power that comes out when he sings, and this guy is just doing the voice, and that's pretty much it.
Who did we see with them?
Was it Def Leppard?
Yeah.
Journey and Def Leppard.
Yeah, and then we saw Kiss.
We did see
together.
Kiss. Right on.
And
your daughter killed it. She was having so much fun.
Who else did we see? I feel like we saw one more.
Ozzy?
Ozzy? Nope.
I was at Ozzy.
Yeah, you were.
And that was a great show.
You were.
Dude.
So this year we're gonna do Whitesnake and Night Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
And who's the other one?
Who's with him?
Yeah. I can't remember.
I can't remember, and I don't know if I care.
And we're gonna see Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates would be
with
good.
Squeeze. I love Squeeze.
I never heard Squeeze.
Black coffee in bed. Pulling muscles from a shell. Shut the I'll go. I'll play it for you. You'll know it.
After this, we're
gonna go listen to The Cure and Squeeze. You wanna go see Guns N' Roses or? Guns N' Roses is coming to Indianapolis.
Themselves?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's just that's all that's listed. Yeah. No. Lucas Oil. So GNR has a little testy history with Indiana because Axl Rose is from Lafayette, and I'm pretty sure he hates the out of us. And so they haven't been here for...
Mimi doesn't like the language.
Sorry,
Mimi.
And they're coming and playing at the Colts football stadium.
I'll be honest.
And the tickets are really expensive.
That's a part of the problem. I also don't really like the acoustics in those buildings. We went and saw Metallica last year.
Oh yeah, Metallica. That's the other one.
That's the other one. We saw Metallica at Bankers Life Fieldhouse.
That's where the Pacers play.
I couldn't really make out any song. We were at a certain spot where it was just the bass was just boom.
It was
kind
of just
boom. And okay, cool. I see Metallica and I can understand some of the songs, but I mean it was just a big noise mess. But at Ruoff, cool. The sound travels so well,
but they're not playing there.
Right. So I don't think I'm gonna go see Guns N' Roses.
I saw U2 and Beck at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Ooh, you saw Beck?
I did.
Oh, I would like to see Beck.
Twice. Once with U2 and once opening
I didn't
for
go.
Fleetwood Mac. I work for a great company that had a private party.
That's how I got to see Metallica last year. Was she got free tickets and then forced me to go.
Shut up. This guy. What are your favorite bands?
All right. So.
Are you gonna edit all the sucky parts out of this?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, good.
I've always been a big Motley Crue fan.
Yeah.
I think Tommy Lee is one of the top rock drummers. Oh, you broke it. Find some glue. She ripped the nipple off of it.
Oh my God.
Tommy Lee's got to be one of the top rock drummers of all time. I mean, I'm not going to say he's a great drummer because there's a lot of drummers that'll just run circles around him, but as a rock and roll drummer,
yeah,
he kills it.
He's such a hot mess as a human.
Yeah. He was just in an episode of Goldbergs last night.
Really?
He played a teacher that hated rock and roll. Yeah.
How'd you get into Motley Crue? Like in the 80s or?
Definitely in the 80s. I started playing guitar, I think, when probably 88 or 89.
Oh my God, did you really? I forgot how much older.
No, I started playing drums in 88 or 89. Playing drums to Motley Crue, Genesis, Def Leppard, White Snake, White Lion, bands like that. We would, my friend Sean, who's definitely watching.
Hi, Sean.
That's John Marks. He might record us.
What's that, bud?
He and I would take turns with headphones and play on his kit and just play to a song. That's how we each learned how to play drums.
That's cool.
And then I started playing guitar a couple years, like 1990. And
You're ancient. You're ancient.
Well, yeah, I'm only.
You know what I used to do?
I don't.
Tell me if you did this. Tell me if you did this. So, cassettes. I mean, that's what we listened to, cassettes, right? And any of the cassette sleeves that didn't have the lyrics, I just wrote out all the lyrics. I just play songs over and over and over again and write out all the lyrics on a notepad.
I wasn't about the words. I was about the instruments. And I still do that. I've been in a couple bands that didn't have lead singers. We were just instrumental bands. It was very strange, and it's very difficult to make it anywhere like that.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of awkward.
I've always been about the instruments and not about the words. So I always just listen to the drums, guitar, bass, piano, things like and sometimes the words I can hear, but a lot of times they don't make sense to me.
I don't always hear the words. I guess it's music, how it makes me feel. So I get what you're saying, but I don't always hear the different instruments separated like you can.
Yeah.
You know, like I just hear it all together.
Yeah.
You didn't.
That's impressive.
You didn't tell me your favorite bands though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we started with
actually.
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue.
I mean, the 80s rock are my
Cock
favorite.
rock.
If that's what you want to call it. Hair metal, Crue, Metallica. I go in spurts. Like my favorite bands right now are Volbeat and Shinedown and.
What is that crap?
Oh, it's good.
Actually, I like one Volbeat song that you played for me.
Volbeat's got a lot of really good songs. What I really like about Volbeat is the lead singer is sort of it's a hard rock, sort of metal-ish song genre with like a 50s style singer. It's really cool.
That's an interesting description.
It's interesting and very cool. Shinedown, I think, writes fantastic songs. They have a lot of really good stuff. They've grown as bands. Godsmack has really blossomed into a more robust band. They were all about the heavy, and now they're branching out, like they've evolved, and I really like that. So,
I'm a big fan of Creed.
For a little while, I think I was. There were a couple good songs.
No.
Nickelback has some good songs.
Tobin.
They do. They have a couple good songs.
No.
I can't name them off the top of my head, but they do.
No.
Yes, they do. I will at some point revisit the whole Nickelback fiasco, and I will show you the songs that are cool.
No.
But I talk about bands that I like, and I say Nickelback has some cool songs instrumentally.
Okay,
Because again,
well, that's different,
again,
I
I
guess.
don't listen to the words very much, so I go with instruments. And if I hear a song that's like, wow, that guitar part is killer, and that drum part's really cool, and I love how they did this and did that, that's what I'm listening to. That is phenomenal.
I'm listening to you
we
intently.
Have to let's leave these here for a minute.
I'm listening to you intently. I'm just. I want to play a little Jenga here.
You got like magic powers and stuff.
Wait, there's one more in there.
You can't get another one on there.
You don't know that?
I'm pretty sure you can't get another one on there.
Clear your mind.
I am not even going to touch the table or...
Clear your mind. I don't think I can.
I told you.
Hey, maybe it's your negativity. Send some positive vibes into the atmosphere.
You can do it.
Oh, I can't do it.
Yeah. Anyway, yes. Some of my favorite bands. We'll revisit some of this stuff later. We'll do another one. You're a lot of fun to talk to. And as you can see from the clips that we played, she's got an incredible voice, an incredible talent.
Clips.
An incredible talent.
Keep your clips in your pocket.
They've already played.
No.
According to my...
You can't make the future now.
I can when I think about how I'm going to edit it. Yes, they've already played.
Unclip it.
You have no control over this.
Unclip.
No. All right. Send your thoughts. Send everything to us.
Send it.
Make sure you click subscribe and the bell and all that fun stuff to see more, because we're going to do a whole series with the rest of the band.
Yeah.
Each week, one member, and then we'll do a big collaborative effort at the end. And let's bring Mimi into this. Hi, Mimi. Band cat.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
See you later. And what do we say at the end of one?
Let's do this.